The storm killed more than 5,000 people, quite a few more actually. Thousands more were left without homes. And when the Toledo doctors and I arrived last November, it was obvious it would take months, even years, for the Philippines to recover. And tonight, one of the volunteers from Northwest Ohio, who has been there in just the last few weeks, tells us his story of rebuilding in the wake of the storm.
There was more damage there than we thought.
Steve Korn, the pastor at Trinity Church in Elliston, Ohio, has spent days laboring in the hot Philippine sun to restore lives turned upside down by Typhoon Haiyan.
Can you see yourself? But right now, it just feels deathly slow.
Korn and a handful of Northwest Ohio volunteers have made several missions to the island of Panay.
The money that we have, if we send it over there, it goes so far. You just can't imagine what you can sacrifice here and see happen over there.
Many of the bamboo and thatch homes were knocked down in the high winds. Many, but not all.
And we were looking at all these destroyed houses. We turned around one time and saw this pristine hut sitting, after the hurricane, perfect in condition.
So Korn employed the owner of that sole surviving house, a man named Looney, to teach his neighbors how to make stronger homes.
The people who he trains can kind of continue working in their neighborhood, and we can start in another neighborhood.
And that wasn't all. Korn's group mobilized local parents to repair the roof on a school in the town of Polo.
So immediately impacted 600 young kids.
The work will kick into high gear when the children take time off from school during the hottest months of the year.
By the time their school starts again in June, their whole complex will be repainted and restored.
And sometimes, the simplest of projects turn the greatest reward. One of Korn's Northwest Ohio team, former state representative Darrell Opfer, created something astonishing in the destruction.
And so much junk and debris had been piled into this yard. In 4 days, he turned that into this beautiful garden. We could see just this very small seedling popping out of the ground within 4 days, and I thought, what a great picture of the rebirth of a community and the new beginnings after kind of a very difficult struggle.
Well, Pastor Steve Korn has already booked his flight to return to the Philippines in late March. He'll be working on several projects, including that school slated to reopen to students in June.